Hey everybody, this is JJ Squirtle here, bringing you another episode related to the draft. So today we'll be going over week 2 of the draft, and this is a tricky one. As you can see, I have done some rerolls. I'm going to start there. I have rerolled my Palkia for Calyrex Shadow, which is I don't think you have to say more than that, ladies and gentlemen. Escavalier staying on the team. I mean, it's busted. I have like a lot of Trick Room Pokemon now because I got Indeedee over I forget what it was, but it sucked. Mr. Rhyme still going to be our primary screen removal, as well as a just solid pivot Pokemon. Raichu still on the team because I don't really have access to a good electric type, especially now other than like Dracozolt, who is niche. Basically, like, Dracozolt is more offensive, where you can just Dynamax him and nuke things with hustle boosted, whatever. But the special thing about Raichu is really good in doubles. Like, really good. This boy gets everything you could want. He gets Lightning Rod, first of all. Really good ability for doubles, especially if you have to worry about electric types. But on top of that, he also gets access to some lovely moves such as Fake Out, such as Helping Hand. You see where I'm going with this? Raichu, he'll be on the team in case I can ever reroll doubles. Because rerolling a meta is a lot harder than rerolling a Pokemon. Thwackey, still around. He's my best grass type. He's probably the best grass type you can get your hands on right now, actually. There's a couple of the better ones, but I'd have to give up, like, Reuniclus, Ninjask, Mr. Rhyme for most of them. And for the rest, I'm giving up, like, tier 1 and 2 picks. So, whatever. Thwackey can do the job. This meta we're using is going to be tier shift. Now, tier shift is one that I don't think everyone is familiar with, I'll admit. I did not mean to do it in this box. This box is now marked forever. Oops. Oh well. But yeah, new team. We pull up tier shift. And how this works is depending on your Smogon tier. Now, because it only shows up to Gen 6 tiers, I will have to go to... Well, first things first, I'm going to open the draft so that I can... Oh, that's not the draft. I'm going to open up the draft so that I can compare what I'm doing to the dock, so I can kind of, build around my opponent. Still bummed that we lost week 1, but we're going to make a strong comeback this week because we have access to what... Now, the thing with tier shift, how it works is, depending on your tier, you get plus 10, minus 10, or stay the same to all your base stats for wherever you are out of tier. The central tier is OU. OU does not get touched by this. However, Ubers lose 10 base stats in all their stats. And UUs gain plus 10. What do RUs gain? They gain plus 20. What do NUs gain? They gain plus 30. PU, Little Cup, and not fully evolved gain plus 40. As long as they're not in another tier. Plus 40. Ladies and gentlemen. Now, that begs the question, well, which PU Pokemon do we have? We have Ninjask. 130 base attack. 101 base HP. 85 base defense. 90 special defense. 90 special attack, which doesn't matter because we have 130 attack. And, ladies and gentlemen, 210 base speed. On a Pokemon that gets speed boost. If he got Tinted Lens, that'd be wild. But because it's between Speed Boost and Infiltrator, we can do something interesting with him. I think he's guaranteed to be on this team because all of a sudden he goes from being frail to being a bulky menace when you do this. I might not even need to do this, actually. Let's put that in defense. And then we'll just drop special attack because adamant nature, boys. Now, we have 356 speed at level 100, okay? Let's compare that to Cerebee's speed tiers. Yeah, you can tell you Cerebee a lot. Cerebee is my go-to. I feel like everyone has their go-to, whether it's PIDA. I won't suggest Pokemon Database. Pokemon Database is based and gets lots of things wrong. Bulbapedia, Cerebee are the two good ones, I think. I will admit that Pokemon Database looks the best, though. Now, let's take a look first at our enemies team. Because, you've already seen my team. This week, we are up against... where are they? Panama Pranksters. Courtesy of Bidoof. Now, as you can see, they have some fast Pokemon. They have Dragapult, for crying out loud. Like, it's not going to be a super easy... Like, Mega Beedrill, they are very explosive and fast. That is what they are. They're very fast. That speed does actually bother me quite a bit, believe it or not. But let's start off by pulling up Cerebee's speed tiers, shall we? Open up Cerebee. Speed. Top 300 speed Pokemon. Perfect. Oh, this is X-Spy, wrong gen. Let's go to Gen 8. Since I think their whole team's in Gen 8. Except Arceus. But Arceus isn't the speed tier we're trying to beat. It's either Mega Beedrill or Dragapult. +1 Blaziken will be important to know as well. Yeah, let's start off by Dragapult, max speed 421. So we have to calc that we get past that after. We just have to have 422 speed, because then no matter how much they Dragon Dance, they never outspeed us. But even then, I don't think I'll use Ninjask against Dragapult, most likely. Hard to say with Dragapult, actually. Thing is, Dragapult can hit us hard too. We are bulkier. That much is a fact. We are much bulkier than he is. However, I don't really want to give up speed to Dragon Dance Dragapult. If anything, I want to Pursuit Trap him or something crazy like that. We can do a lot with this. Base 130 speed attack and base 210 speed is a lot. And since, if I recall, Dragapult is OU, I need to double check this. And for that, I will open regular Showdown, and actually you can't see it if I open it up through there. We'll open up regular Showdown. Normie Showdown, there we go. Perfect. We will play online this time, because we just want to go to the team builder. As you can see, I do test teams quite frequently on here. Gen 7, oh, you get out of here. Like, not Gen 8 OU, where is it? Not Dex AG, here we go. Now we can see all their tiers. Dragapult. What? Oh, it's not showing me your tier now. Okay. I guess I'm used to the wrong thing. It's alphabetical, right? Dragapult is actually an Uber. This is really good for us because that means, like Arceus, he will be losing 10 in all base stats. Dragapult is garbage now. Holy. Let's take a look at what Dragapult's stats look like all of a sudden. Base 78 HP, almost as bad as Ninjask's. Base 110 attack, still sizable. Base 65, base 90. Special attacking is no longer an option, just like that. The moment you fall below 100, you can no longer effectively run that stat offensively in an explosive meta like this. Especially since Dragapult has no way to boost his special attack like he does with Dragon Dance shenanigans. Those base 65 defenses and base 78 HP really hurt him. Base 132 speed changes a lot. There actually isn't a base 132 speed Pokemon, but he's sitting more around 400 now. This is big news. Calyrex, on the other hand, he barely gets touched by these nerfs. Oh no, he's even more frail than he already is. He hits slightly less hard, he's slightly slower. He's still base 140 speed, which is still faster than Dragapult, by the way. That's the important thing, he's still faster than Dragapult. And as one with Grim Neigh, just broken. We'll get that special attack back instantly. He's still a threat, to be sure. Arceus sits comfortably at the 120 realm, but now he'll be at 110. Do we have a 110 that we can actually work off of? We do. He'll have 350 max speed. We uninvested. We outspeed Arceus. And this is before we get the base 210 speed. Like, I don't know how to calc base 210 speed. That's one problem here. Because we're faster than Regieleki, ladies and gentlemen. So the best thing we can do is we can take a look at Regieleki's stats, right? Just like this. Alright, wrong one. This one will only show us up to Gen 6, sadly, so we have to go over here. Regieleki, what's your minimum? What's your base speed at? 436. Unboosted. We outspeed Dragapult. Unboosted, we outspeed anything that isn't named Regieleki or Speedform Deoxys, basically. It's ridiculous. But of course, there are some struggles. For example, this one we can use. Mega Beedrill. Ready? Now the problem with Mega Beedrill is actually UU. Base 155 speed. That is fast. What can we compare that to? Oh, right, we can compare it to... Oh, we can always just pull up Mega Beedrill if worse comes to worse, but... Base 155 does put him above Calyrex. Does not put him above Ninjask, but he could boost up to beat Ninjask. To find the exact sort of like threshold, what we can do is we can just click Gen 6. And Mega Beedrill, boom, right here. 427 is his max speed. But then we add 10, and that's where it gets interesting. Still slower than Ninjask, though. He is still guaranteed slower than Ninjask. Even though he now outspeeds Calyrex. what sucks about him outspeeding Calyrex is that he could go for Fellstinger on Calyrex and just wreck house. Absolutely wreck house, and there's nothing we can do about it. Luckily, Ninjask gets access to dual wing beat, so that is something. Now, usually you wouldn't want to use dual wing beat because it sucks, but Ninjask's next best flying move is called Aerial Ace, so dual wing beat it is. Now, the fact that we are guaranteed to always have speed with Ninjask means that he's a fierce revenge killer in this meta. We can run him bulky, which really sucks for our enemies. Like, I can't stress enough how much that sucks for the other guy. Because, like, they'll still kind of be forced to go hyper offense. We have speed boost. We can solve almost all of our speed issues related to anything that might actually outspeed us with stat investment by using Protect. That's it. We just hit Protect. We grab dual wing beat. Oh, we don't get dual wing beat. I thought we got dual wing beat. I'm gonna double check this. I was almost positive Ninjask got dual wing beat. Please? Okay. It's just because it thinks it's Gen 6. Phew. Okay. Dual wing beat. Leech life. It's no longer... Wait. Is leech life going to be 20 power? I need to check that. Don't mind me. I'm just going to ping. The tournament organizer, Devious Ditto. I'll just ping him real quick. While I figure out that, I really hope I don't have to run X-Scissor, because running Leech Life for the same power is a lot more energy. A lot better momentum, you know? One thing that's funny, since we outspeed so much, we could, theoretically, run leftovers. Because how much rock type coverage do they have? They have Arceus, Blaziken, Necrozma. Wait, does Necrozma get rocks? Maybe. Actually, no, they have a lot of rock coverage. Holy. We might not run bulky. Like, we might not run like, I was thinking we could run substall. We might not run substall. We might just go for, like, the life orb. For that extra damage, because that extra damage could really matter. Alright, we'll come back to Ninjask. That's a problem I didn't even think of until just now. But yeah, Ninjask was a brain dead pick. Now, if we take a look at this dock, we're playing around... they have... Oh, I don't want that. I don't want that at all. Anyway, because we are forced to play around something that's incredibly unfun, such as, I don't know, take a pick. Arceus in general is not a fun thing to fight, period, the end. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. This team is messed. At least it's not fused Necrozma. That is our one saving grace. It is not allowed to be. At least I don't think. Let me double check. Please tell me I'm right here and it can't be. I hope it can't be Dawn Wings or Duskmane Necrozma. If it can, I'm going to cry. Because Duskmane Necrozma would stomp us, period, the end. They have Tapu Bulu, which means they will be running Grassy Glide, probably. Assuming that, because, you know, Tapu Bulu, I think, is what, Yu? Tapu. Alright, I have to do it this way. Go to T. T is for Tapu. That's good enough for me. Okay. Tapu Bulu is not in with his he is Yu, isn't he? Holy, he's not even Yu. Thunderous Darian's going to be scary too. I don't really know how we're getting around that. Oh, no, that's UUBL. Okay. So that's technically OU still. Okay. Okay. UUBL. Then actual UU, Tapu Bulu, right? Holy, Melmetal's in UU. That's terrifying. No, I don't want to hit keys. No. Don't tell me. Don't, no, please. Please? Please? Oh, dear God. And we'll just bump this up to Sword and Shield. What format? Okay, it's... Huh? Is the site out of date? Because Tapu Bulu is below UU. He's RU, right? Log on tier list. Show me it, baby. Formats. Are you? So, not are you. So, I mean, it's RUBL. It's not RUBL. Oh, I'm so scared. Is Tapu Bulu RU? Oh man, I really don't know. I know. We set this to RU. Tapu Bulu is UU. Okay. Okay, we can work with UU Tapu Bulu, I think. Set it back to anything goes. We're working with base 85 speed, base 140. Like, he'll hit hard and he'll be really bulky on the physical side. But I think we can beat Tapu Bulu because of one simple fact. If we set this to OU, Thwackey is not fully evolved. This means Thwackey compared to Rillaboom. Let's grab both of them actually. Let's compare these boys side by side. Then you'll see the sort of like why I'm excited to use Thwackey. Rillaboom has, and these won't change, keep that in mind, 100 base HP, 125 attack, you know, the Rillaboom stuff. Do you now see what's terrifying here? Thwackey has 10 more base HP, is tied in attack, has 20 more base defense. Special attack doesn't really matter, but 30 more special defense and 35 more speed. And the thing with Thwackey, like, watch this. What else does he get other than Grassy Glide? Because, like, we all know he gets Grassy Glide, right? Yeah. We're not running acrobatics. Drain Punch is funny. I like Drain Punch on this. Knock off, naturally. Why wouldn't we run knockoff, right? Now, if only we got a poison move. Oh well. We can't always run something like U-turn. Or Protect, actually. Protect's really good, too. Or, not on this one, but... Protect and U-turn are both solid. Hard to say which I'd like more. Probably Protect so we can abuse Grassy Surge. Having passive healing... And we're going to go full Unga Bunga, just like we did. But we're also going to put a touch of it. Defense or special. How many special attackers do they actually have? Arceus, Necrozma, Thundurus, Manectric, Exeggutor. Half their team. Okay. About. That's excluding weird niche things that might pop up due to garbage Pokemon like Mightyena being on their team. So, we will put that in special defense. And we will go adamant, because adamant. This was way easier to build. What else do we have to deal with? Once again, some pretty scary Pokemon here. One thing that might suck for us, I don't think we have any good... Oh, wait, no, we have a good poison user. Escavalier, who is UU, if I recall. NU. Okay. I thought he was UU or RU. He's NU. Oh. Let's take a look at our baby Escavalier. Running Ditto sounds stupid for this one, though. I'm probably not going to run Ditto, but... Oh, mama. 165 base attack. Oh, those defense stats are gorgeous. Gorgeous, I tell you. Gorgeous. This is so unfair. I love it so much. Oh. And we just put a touch in special defense to make it even harder to... Oh, my God. We are like Toxapex levels of bulky with these defense stats. Like, what's Pex got? We are actually probably bulkier than Toxapex if we go stall, which is hilarious because we're not going to run stall. We will probably run leftovers though to abuse how bulky we are. Shell armor so we don't get crit. Then we will run Mega Horn because I like to miss. We will run Drill Run for coverage. Iron Head for that. And Poison Jab to completely body Tapu Bulu without any mercy. And the reason we're running minus speed is because, let's be real, we're not going first in this meta ever. We might as well get full Trick Room investment. Oh no, I disconnected from the server. Please reconnect. Please don't tell me I just lost my whole team. Okay. Please? Okay. We haven't nicknamed them yet, but that'll come later. Who next do we want to throw on our team is always a good question. I want to see where the rest of my team sits. Dracozold's what, UU? UU, BL, he's OU. For the sake of tier shift. Minior, RU, right? Illegal. Where does Minior sit on the tier list? We have to look at Gen 7, I think, for that. Gen 7. And we hit Minior. And you. Dear God. It's funny because it's just my bad Pokemon are getting better. Like, we'll make you yellow, white herb, yep, Base 150 speed is terrifying. Doubling that makes us borderline unstoppable. With our base 130 boosted special attack, or regular attack, or special attack, our choice. We're running physical Minior because it's easier. These are his shields down stat, though. His shields up stat. If we take a look, Meteor. He'll be very bulky before, too, so. I just realized I forgot that base HP doesn't update, so HP is still the same base, but, like, we're still bulkier across the board, right? Like, so much bulkier. Oh, my stuff disappeared on me. How fun. How lovely, even. Time to fill it all out again. White herb. Shell smash. Acrobatics. Stone edge. Earthquake. As you can tell, we almost never want to use stone edge. Just because we don't like missing. But yeah, there we go. Bearskew does what? OU? He's illegal. Okay. I forgot to update you to swoosh again. Yeah, Bearskew is OU. We're not using Bearskew probably. We are likely still using Calyrex. Just because he's that good. Focus Sash Calyrex sounds like the plan. Then we run. What's it called? Let's look at the ghost moves. Astral Barrage, that's it. You know what? Let's just click the anything goes button. Astral Barrage is obvious, and then Dark Pulse, Energy Ball, Expanding Force, Giga Drain. Lots of options here. I'm gonna hop over to Picolytics. Sure, Jenny Dubers. It's almost like it knows. Calyrex Shadow, unsurprisingly really popular. They run Trick. This surprises me. That's why. Trick Scarf and Trick Spec seem to be really popular options. I do think Focus Sash is better for this, though. Not sure. Actually, wait a minute. We do have reduced stats, so Choice Specs buffs those back up. Psyshock. Trick. What doesn't this hit? That Dark Pulse would. Yeah, there's literally no reason to run Dark Pulse on this, so yeah, that looks good. That's looking pretty hot. Fast specs. What's funny is that if we can trick something, we can really get some different utility out of this. Like if it's physical Arceus and goes to set up swords, we can literally just trick specs onto it and it has to switch. Beedrill won't appreciate being tricked either, although it will appreciate it a little more because it does have outs to that. Now comes the tough part. What's our main weaknesses on this team? Fire. What fire resist do we have other than Minior? We have Barrascuda, who is underwhelming in this, if I'm being totally honest. Even if I banned that boy, he just doesn't output enough to deal with this many. Like, he beats Blaziken if Blaziken doesn't have speed boost and outspeed him and go for Thunder Punch. Then he probably loses to Blaziken, actually. Loses to Arceus if it's running a bulky attacker setup, which it probably will. Loses to Necrozma. Loses to Dragapult unless Dragapult doesn't Dynamax. Would normally beat Bulu, but because Bulu gets extra defense, will not beat Bulu. Kaparaja loses. Thundurus smites it. Beedrill outspeeds and kills it. Mightyena probably beats Mightyena. What's Mightyena even got going for it, actually? Other than being illegal. That'd be ideal. Something other than being illegal. Gen 7, because it'll run off Gen 7 tiers if Gen 6 isn't around. Oh yeah, baby. Team Builder. Set it to Gen 7 OU. And then, you know, Mightyena total garbage, which is actually bad for us. Base 110 speed, base 110 defense, 100 special defense, and 130 attack. Actually kind of scary now. Kind of, it's still Mightyena, but yeah, no, it could definitely mess us up if we didn't have bugs. Lots and lots of bugs. And a fighting type coverage. You get it. We have Fairy on this. Like, we have ways to hit Mightyena. I'm not too worried about Mightyena. I think probably the best way to run Mightyena would be Assault Vest in this case. Because it gets Intimidate. Assault Vest, Intimidate, or Moxie is actually a really good ability too. But yeah, in general, I'm not too worried about Mightyena. It will most certainly be running 252 attack, 252 speed. Which makes it somewhat easier to deal with since we know exactly what we're dealing with. Manectric, are you, right? PU. Please tell me Manectric's in Gen 8 and it's not in PU anymore. Oh, this sucks. Oh, this is horrible. This is the biggest threat on their team, just like that. This trumps all of the things they have going on their team. Oh, dear God. Oh, Specs overheat for this is going to slaughter me. Oh my God, what do I do? Think. Oh, my lack of fire resist sucks. What other tier 5s are... Oh, I can't reroll this week, but... Oh, man. I rerolled. Bearscuda is not a good resist at all against Manectric. Neither is anything but Draco's ult. But Draco's ult is kind of frail, if I recall. Let's take a quick check. Frail enough he dies there every single time, I'd say. Oh. My God, do we literally have to... Oh, what do I do against this? What tiers in the others? NUBL, PUBL. Let's see. What would be better in that case? DD has more HP and gets plus 30 stats versus plus 20 stats. They'd have the same special attack, but Indeedee would have leagues more special. Okay. We can run Indeedee. Indeedee is exceptionally bulky on special defense, as you can see. Let's compare. Let's compare other things though. Let me just clear some space here. So we can run Indeedee since we pulled Indeedee. Can we run? Oh, 1 second. I'm gonna just check and see if Dum-de-dum. Let's see if I got a response yet on my question. They don't know the answer to my question. They say it shouldn't be, but they've been having problems with the sites. They're not 100%. All right. Reuniclus is PogChamps and RU. Okay. He's not as bulky, but he hits way harder. He gets plus 20. So, actually, he doesn't hit way harder. He hits a little harder. Indeedee looks more promising for our bulky. Mr. Rhyme. Let's look at... Well, we should probably keep Reuniclus here for further comparison. Because he gets Regenerator. That's a big thing, right? Mr. Rhyme is PU. This could be it. Oh, wait, nobody's weak to fire. I was going to say, because, like, he's better base HP and special defense than Indeedee because he gets plus 40. 150 special attack, something to scoff at, but, like, unless... Let's play around with this. This isn't going in the main set quite yet, but Does he get a ground move, please? Ah, not quite what I was hoping for ground moves, admittedly. But, let's see. Wait, do we need freeze dry? Do they even have water types? Maybe Arceus water. But that's it. So we don't run freeze dry here, since we have no clue what Arceus they're running. We just run Ice Beam probably. Calm Mind to boost our defense even more. Expanding Force because it's ridiculous. And actually looking at the team, how much is weak to Psychic? 1. Well, that's a big Psychic weakness, but the Ice kind of covers everything the Psychic hits, other than Blaziken. Hitting Blaziken's nice, though. Psychic wouldn't be bad here either. Ice Shard could make or break. I want that in special defense. It's we also have Raichu. Raichu is another option. I don't think it's bulky, but I might be wrong. Yeah, Raichu's not necessarily bulky. I mean, it can be, but we'd lose out on a lot of bulk for a lot of speed and it's slightly better or worse offense, depending on how you look at it. I don't think I bring. Oh, but Lightning Rod. Lightning Rod forces him to think. He can't just click Overheat and wipe my entire party then. I might. Oh, this is hard. If we bring Raichu and we give it Lightning Rod, and we give it Shuka, Thunderbolt, actually, one sec. Extreme Speed. Fake Out. Knock Off. Volt Tackle. and we run this thing full tilt kamikaze mode, it should speed tie with Manectric, right? It outspeeds Manectric. This means Raichu could theoretically fake out and then spam extreme speed on Manectric, and that's pretty good. That's mostly priority anyway. .150 speed's kind of an important tier, I believe, though. The lightning rod is why I want it, because I have 2 electric weaknesses. But he doesn't take overheat at all. Yeah, no, he can't. Oh, genius. Reuniclus, what are you now? And indeedy. Expanding force. Let's just go to Peakolytics in general. This might be it, ladies and gentlemen. Indeedy might be the play. I forgot about Assault Vest for some reason. We can't run Trick since we'll be running Assault Vest. Our base attacking stat will be high enough that we don't technically need to be boosted to deal good damage with Expanding Force, due to Expanding Force being BS. Mystical Fire hits Copperajah, Tapu Bulu, Beedrill, and Exeggutor pretty hard. It might hit Necrozma hard if he can use any Necrozma. If that's the case, I cry, though. Yeah, this might be the team. Fast Specs, Calyrex Shadow. White-haired Minior. Scavalier will be insane with this. Actually, let's compare Scavalier to Copperajah. I do think it's slower than Copperajah, though. It is slower than Copperajah. Wait, does Life Orb take it? Life Orb, EV Light, Leftovers, White Herb, Choice Mix, Soul Dust. Expert Belt instead. And although Shell Armor's really good, do I have to worry about powder moves? Executor gets Sleep Powder, but it's probably running Hypnosis. Other than that, Bulu gets Sleep Powder, I think. But I think we run Swarm, actually. Hard to say, because Swarm is really good, and so is Shell Armor. Actually, Shell Armor, we can't afford to get critted on this Pokemon. Oh, this is so good. This is dirty. I love it. Protect the Wing Leech Life. And what do I think my last move should be? Take a look. Hone Claws is actually really good because then Dual Wing Beat never misses. Nothing's running Leftovers anymore, which means since we're running Setup, we can't afford to run Leftovers here. What do they have for screens? Necrozma, Dragapult, Executor. They have a lot of screen users. But yeah, I think this will be the team we go with. Let's just nickname all these Pokemon. So, let's go with movies. The Fly. Tarzan. Monty Python. War of the Worlds. Joust. That is a movie, right? I think so. A Knight's Tale works. I've seen this one. It's a terrible movie. And what do I call my Indeedee female? Let's pull up the Pokedex entry for Indeedee. Indeedee F Pokedex. I don't really know anything about Indeedee other than it's really good. I won't lie. Can I see the flavor text, please? No? Okay. So they're an emotion Pokemon that likes to babysit. It won't fit, I don't think, but man, Adventures in Babysitting is a movie. Yeah, no, that won't fit. Breakfast Club, maybe? It fits. The Boys. We'll see if that actually matters. Wait, is Eviolite banned? I don't think it said anything about banning Eviolite. Meta 10 does not have any bans. Now comes the fun part. We're going to build the enemy as well. I'm trying to remember my password here. Got it. No way they don't run Manectric here. So either Lightning Rod or, yeah, Lightning Rod or Lightning Rod. And then I think it's more likely to pick up HP Ice. I think it 100% runs like that. Might not actually run Copper-Raja, hard to say. Is Blaziken still an Uber? Blaziken is OU. Which means he's untouched, but he's still Blaziken, so he's probably still going to see use. Just because it gives him a fire type. Yep, Life Orb. Speed Boost. Protect. Blaze Kick. Earthquake. The thing is, he'll run Earthquake or he'll run Thunder Punch, right? One of the two. More likely to run Thunder Punch, I think. Or maybe even Ice Punch, who knows, right? Like, oh, he might run Rock Slide. He gets that, right? Okay, he runs Rock Slide here. Standard Blaziken stuff. Tapu Bulu will run Leftovers, 100%. Grassy Surge is a thing that exists. Grassy Glide, I believe it gets. If it doesn't, I'll be shocked. It does not get Grassy Glide. This is the right meta, right? It does not learn Grassy Glide. This is a blessing. Holy. He still has to run Woodhammer. He can't run Grassy Glide. He still has to run Woodhammer. Oh my god. That makes this so much easier to deal with. It's not even funny. Yeah, it runs what? Woodhammer. Close Combat. Or Superpower. One of the two. I think it runs Superpower, actually. Though they might run CC. It's hard to say. I don't think it got CC before. It gets CC now. In close combat, it's just... Well, it's close combat. Darkest Lariat, they def run. Now they'll want something for coverage. Other than close combat and Darkest Lariat, because none of that is effective against the Scavalier. Actually, no, they're probably going to run Hornleech, right? Or Mega Horn, one of the two. I think they're more likely to run Hornleech. Just to heal. And that baby has lefties. Yeah, okay. Close combat. Darkest Lariat, and then either Hornleech or High Horsepower. Hornleech is worse for me, I think. Yeah, Hornleech is worse. It definitely, against me, I do not want to see Hornleech. I want to see High Horsepower, because then I can switch in flying types on it. For free. Yeah, it'll definitely run like that. Just, it's already amazing bulk gets bulkier. It's already amazing attack gets attackier. It runs like that. I don't actually think they run Mightyena here. Mightyena is so garbage, it's not even worth running in something that's supposed to boost garbage Pokemon. Dragapult probably won't be ran aside from maybe screen support. Arceus isn't going to be run at all, I don't think. I think Dragapult might actually still see use as Light Clay Dragapult to set up screens. But I'm not 100% sure. What's Necrozma's tier, actually? Okay. Plus 20 to all stats. I could see Necrozma being run. Beast Boost is a terrifying prospect after all. Necrozma. It's more special attacky. What are we going to give it? Necrozma is not a Pokemon I've run before. It probably runs a Totemize, right? Photon Geyser's a thing, right? It definitely runs Photon Geyser. It probably runs Power Gem because that hits me pretty hard. That combo right there. Dark Pulse. Sensi will be faster, and then a Totemize. I think that's the play it goes for. Then it runs Expert Belt.
If they can help it, they'll want to at +2, outspeed +1 Ninjask, which will be impossible, let's be real. I don't know if they'd run bulky, but I can't really tell otherwise. They definitely run Mega Beedrill here, right? Mega B just slaughters here. So you use staple Poison Jab, X Scissor, Drill Run, and depending on how normie they are, is this last move slot. Right here, they either run Return or they run Fellstinger. You want the maximum possible speed of this Pokemon. Yeah, that's scary to say the least. I'm assuming they go Big Brain and run Fellstinger, though. 1 sec. Phone's ringing. I'll pause. Alright, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. And all the pieces are almost in play for testing. We just need the last Pokemon on their team, which is... it might actually be Arceus Water to have Fire, Water, Grass Core. Bulky Arceus would be, or Arceus could be scary. I believe Z moves are legal. Okay. Z moves are an option, so we can expect... Wait, no, it can't run Ultra Necrozma and Z because it's not Ultra Necrozma. Oh, I'm so scared of Ultra Necrozma. I need to double check that, like... Please tell me they can't just run Necrozma in Ultra, please. Okay, they are different. They are different. I didn't see them earlier, but they're different. Okay. Oh, bless. We do not have to worry about light that burns the sky. That is a big bonus. They will probably run Arceus with... Waturium Z. What else could run the Z move? Blaziken could run a Z move. There's a few Z moves that could be run. I think it'll be Waturium Z Arceus with max HP, max defense, or special attack. One of the two, maybe special attack. And then a touch of defense. And they go plus. And they modest nature. Judgment. Unless they want to run other water moves. But I think they run what? Like, they run Judgment, let's be real. Then they run Toxic, Protect, Recover, and try to stall me, I think. I think that's their game plan. It's a strong game plan, I'll give them that. It's a really strong game plan, actually. They're hard to work around. It gives them a good pivot for all their more fragile Pokemon. And with Wataru MZ, Arceus can drop one nuke if need be. Actually, I do think it runs defense. Right? It runs defense here. And what's this, Impish or whatever? Bold. Yeah, it runs Bold. Okay. I do think it runs like that, and then... yeah, okay. I think that's the enemy team. The enemy. Before I choose my name again. Back out. Double check that my team is fully perfect. I will actually, just in case, I will save it. Then what do I do? And I challenge you to PIDA tier shift with the boys. Huh. No, not random battle. I will report this to the devs. I'm sure he'll hate me for that, but Calyrex is kind of a big part of the team. I can work without Calyrex, but I prefer not to. For the time being, we will build without Calyrex. Just so we can test. In this case, what do we run instead? I'm also sad that Eviolite's banned, but I guess it makes sense. Don't really know what I'm going to run instead of Eviolite on my Tarzan, though. I kind of bet on him running Eviolite. Alright. Do we run Specs Raichu? Excuse me.
Actually, we might run Ditto. We might run Ditto. Either Ditto or Draco's ult. Let's say we're running Draco's ult. Just on a theoretical perspective, right? PIDA does not believe in clauses, so I think I can run multiple items. I do think item clause is still in effect. Only one way to find out. Let's give you life orb. Wait, does anything else even have life orb now that I think about it? Nothing else has life orb, okay. Hustle. Bolt Beak. Outrage. It does get Earthquake. So we run Earthquake for sure. Does it get a water move?
I don't think it does. But if it does, we can change weather. Ice move would be good too. Ice, what ice moves do we get? None. I don't think we get any water moves either. Other than Rain Dance itself. We got a flying for max airstream. We do. Not the best flying move, but a flying move is a flying move. Do we get other flying moves? Or just aerial ace? We get pluck as well. Actually, aerial ace isn't horrible because we're hustling. We can just blow up with max air streams there to get our speed up. And then we can Bolt Beak through their entire team because they do not have a single ground type. They have one Pokemon that resists Bolt Beak, I believe. Sorry, they have a couple Pokemon that resist Bolt Beak, but like... They're grass types, which means I can hit them with aerial ace, which admittedly isn't like the greatest thing in the world. I won't lie. But you know what? It's a move. Yeah, like sure they have, actually no, they have a lot of resistances to Bolt Beak. But Earthquake hits 1. 2 of those neutrally. And then aerial ace hits the others. It just sucks that Drake Result does not get any stat boosts. That's what really sucks here. But I mean, Bolt Beak kind of carries, right? I'm not wrong here. And Electric Terrain prevents him from putting me to sleep with his potential sleepers. It's the best I can work with. He's potentially a temporary boy. Well, we can always name him. We can always name him Jurassic Park, right? Now we challenge them to tier shift. Right, Eviolite's banned. Replacement for Eviolite. That's a tough one. If only gems were legal. Because grass gem sounds obnoxious. Actually, wait. Let's try it. Grass gem is legal. Grass gem gems are legal. Tapu Bulu can't learn close combat. Okay. So we give it superpower. Whatever. It's not cut up with Crown Tundra, that's all. Right. It's not gonna put Crown Tundra. Bulu. Move list. Dark moves. Nothing cool. Guess we're on high horsepower or Mega Horn, one of the two. I don't think they run Mega Horn against, unless they think I'm bringing a ton of Psychic types. Then they might run Mega Horn as coverage. That disconnect actually tragic. And we run Mega. Oh my god, really? Alright, we did it. Now I just gotta log in on both of these again. Squirtle Crash Dummy. Let's go. And then JJ Squirtle over here. Let's go. Oh yeah, also, I highly recommend anyone who actually like plays Pokemon competitively get an alt to test against. It's really helpful. And challenge. You won't. We'll be using the boys. Which is out of date, of course it is. Of course it is. Draco's ult. Life Orb. We could run Volt Absorb, or we could run Hustle, you know. Bolt Beak. Earthquake. Outrage. Aerial Ace. I do actually think we are more likely to get attacked by a Dazzling Gleam or something than an Earthquake. Actually, no, we're definitely going to go with Earthquake. What am I talking about? I'm crazy. Ignore me. And your name is Jurassic Park. One last important detail I forgot about. I love me shiny Ninjask. I don't like that though. Shiny Ninjask all the way. Alright, Eviolite's banned. How could I forget? We're running Grassy Gem, which is just... Oh, wait, we're running Grassy Gem. We can... Ooh. You get Acrobatics, don't you? Don't tell me. Oh my god. Gen 5 flashbacks. Oh, that'll bring people back. Oh boy. That's something, alright. flying jump acrobatics is just going to murk something. It always does. It's actually genius. No, not that team. Give me the boys. Give me the boys. And you'll use the enemy. There we go. There we go. Much better. What would I lead here? I think I definitely lead Blaziken, right? It covers so much of my team. Oh, it still has high jump kick. It. Oh, wait, no, because I'm on right. They won't protect because they want to stop Shell Smash from happening. But, holy, they're faster. I demand to know how I was outsped there. Alright, I was in shield form, that's why. Now... they protect here. Since somehow they outspeed me. I don't know how. There should have been like literally a 0% chance I get it. Oh wait, no, right? Who knows? I might just be going crazy. If I'm them, I don't have priority. Unless it's on Arceus, right? I throw in something that is most likely to take the hit. Which means they probably max here. Actually, they might have gone into Arceus then. Either way, they max Mindstorm here, I think. I'm going to Acrobatics. I die. I throw in this monstrosity and I Mystical Fire here. They max Darkness. Straight up tanked their stats. They'll go for Dark Pulse here. This 100% forces a switch every single time, unless they're willing to sack, which I would be willing to in order to give my best answer to this. A free switch in. I protect. I don't know why it won't let me do the things. You'd probably try to lay down another judgment, right? I take the heal. I get even faster. This obviously isn't perfect since I don't know how they're going to play, per se, but I think this is the best example. Okay, I lost, but I also misplayed. We'll try once more. I don't really know where the T shifting comes in because I don't see it, but we'll see. I do think this would be the most problematic team for me, even if it's not working correctly. I don't really know what's going on here. I do think every time the lead plays again, though. And I do think every time against the side lead Minior. This would be a perfect world situation where they don't think about Shell Smash. Didn't mean to do it on purpose, but oh well. Kind of just autopiloted a bit. Bait the Earthquake. I 100% Earthquake here. I deal nothing because grassy terrain. I go for acrobatics. They go for a wood hammer probably. Wait, no, you can't status till. Okay, yeah, it didn't change type. That's weird. Judgment's not working properly, which means they might not use Arceus. At least not Arceus Water. I finally enter shields down and transition into full sweep mode. And he can't possibly switch in. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. Thank you very much for watching my team building. If you stuck around all the way to the testing portion, or you just skipped to it, either way, I'm glad you enjoyed this far. I hope you learned a little something about how I personally team build. Since I think there's a million ways to team build, but it's important to find that one that's right for you. Like me, I just kind of, I guess you could say just kind of throw stuff at the wall till it works. I'm actually debating between flying gem acrobatics and grassy gem acrobatics. But flying gem hits Bulu harder, so I think that answers the question. With that, I'll this will be uploaded after I do the actual battle, so let's see how well this team actually worked out together, huh? Adios. Make sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment, because my comments are open on these. I do not think these are for kids, since they are far too technical for someone under the age of 13.